call me old man Wade.
Damn you, old man!
Wait.
Old ass man.
Shut up, old man. You smell like fart.
No! Man!
Old man.
He's so old, he got a podcast on cassette.
Fuck, you're old.
Damn it, Wade.
This nigga talking about Bible
Technically, it's
study.
already fit.
Well, it is Wednesday, and that's
Yeah.
usually when Bible study is.
Yeah,
so
bro.
I'm not completely against him. He might be right.
Yeah, we're going over 1 Corinthians.
Hobbies atheist ass?
1 Corinthians chapter what?
I'm not
He's
atheist.
not atheist.
What do you call it? Agnostic?
Agnostic, if
Super Christian.
anything.
Super Christian.
If anything.
Super Christian.
What's the difference between the two? Atheist means they don't believe in God and none of
At
that. But
all.
what is agnostic?
You believe
don't
that
believe
there
in-
could be a higher power, but you don't conform to one specific one.
Yeah.
I'm agnostic.
Okay, so I'm borderline
Well, I
agnostic,
don't-
borderline Christian.
I don't think that's... Well,
I'm both.
agnostic, I think, is a
Yeah.
wide spectrum. See, I'm about to get into my social science bag. But anyways,
It's
right?
Bobby's favorite.
It's a wide spectrum, so it does involve people that are
I believe in
spiritual,
science.
right? I think I skew closer. If I had to skew to something, it'd be closer to atheism, only because I don't necessarily believe in like some power that's
Okay.
intelligent.
Being thing, yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
I do think that there's questions that we can't answer,
Right?
but it's
Okay.
science based
Okay.
primarily.
Okay.
So did we lose like our Christian fans or no?
No, I'm still
Yeah,
here.
our Christian fans.
My wife
Oh,
is
yeah.
my wife is Christian. She loves me, so I love Christians.
I forget your Christian.
That's why I say I'm borderline, because I grew up in church. My dad was a preacher. My mom was a deaconess.
Yeah.
So I know, that background. But then,
Hey, good lord.
yeah, a whole PK.
That explains a lot.
That means
right?
I'm a total freak,
Exactly.
right? Exactly. We were restricted. And so with that said,
That church basement.
Church
Lit.
basement.
Woo!
High five.
What did I say? Church what?
Church
What
basement.
is this?
Church basement.
Oh
God.
this
Yeah,
is
I
like
was in
one
the
of
basement a
those
lot.
criminal
You know
TV
what's funny
show
about
things.
this? I don't know, like, I still, like, sometimes I still thank God for things, but then I realize, I'm like, I don't know if I believe in a Christian God anymore. Like, my upbringing was just kind of, like, really screwed up, so I'm just kind of like, eh.
See, what makes me veer away from it is my dad, who's an asshole, and my mom, who taught us all that and turned it to be different. And the fact that I do believe there's a higher being, but I don't believe in that going to church, giving that man my money. Like,
Because you ain't giving him the money.
exactly. I'm not giving God the money. It's going to this man so he can roll around in his Rolls Royce and fucking.
Listen, you have to be able to buy your fucking wife a new Lambo.
So you
yeah.
don't. So wait. So
Fuck all that. So, and
got the city
because
FL.
Christianity was forced on us through slavery, that's another reason why I'm not big on it. Like,
Toya,
I am, but I'm not.
Toya, before you continue, right? We're regulars, and this is the second episode. Real quick, do you
Did
want
you
to
already
give
start recording?
An introduction to the.
Yeah, I quit recording like 2 minutes ago.
Oh, okay, good.
Want to do a quick introduction to our guests?
I'm Old Man Wade, that's Super Bowl Cobby. In front of me is Big Lips Alienized Toy. To her left is my lovely wife Maria. To her left is Shanice.
What's
And
that?
What
to
kind
our
of lazy ass
director-
introduction is
Shut the
that?
fuck up, I got 30 minutes.
We're trying to be professional. And he,
That's not
and
professional.
translation, I love you, wife. You're beautiful, but we have a short time. Go ahead.
And that took more time I could have finished. And directly in front of me we have Shaquita Becky.
Hello.
All right, so we're talking about God and how much Toya hates pastors getting paid.
I'm
Is that what she was saying?
I'm not with it. Like, you're supposed to live in poverty. Like, that's one of the rules. Like,
Wow, that's one of the rules.
When you're like a pastor or a preacher, you're supposed to live in poverty.
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to you're like your bare minimum. That's what you're supposed. That's what it's supposed to do.
You can't hate gay people and be rich.
For real.
That's
Oh
not
my
fair.
god,
That's black church. I mean,
That's fair. Like you
that was
can't.
a black church.
You can't tell.
Only the black pastor rolls around in a Mercedes.
Really? You mean Joel? You ever heard of Joel?
Joel Osteen, and I actually like him.
Get out of here with
I
that.
don't know who that is.
Joel
That crap
Osteen,
low
that
down.
dude owns.
I
Like,
just fucking
he
know.
owns like the biggest.
He was
church
the one
in
that didn't want to
world.
let the hurricane.
Oh, like
come
that
in, right?
super white dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
that wouldn't let the people into his
Yeah,
church.
yeah.
That super
Alright,
white dude.
so Toya doesn't believe in God. Okay,
Whoa, wrong.
What?
That's
I
all she
believe
said.
in God.
She's an atheist.
What? Quick! I was just trying to.
I believe in God, but I don't believe in having to go to church. I feel like, I don't know. I believe in God. I believe there's a higher being.
Okay.
I feel like that's safe.
All right.
Wait, you believe because it's safe?
Yeah.
No,
So,
it's not.
quick save. I don't want you to get in trouble. All right, bartender Becky. Do you? I don't want to say
That's
that.
what I'm saying. I'm calling
It's
Shaquita
bartender Becky.
Shaquita Becky.
That's
Shaquita
Holla,
Becky.
BB.
Yeah.
Shaquita Becky.
All right. Anywho,
SB.
SB, Super Bowl bound. Holla.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
how about you?
God, I'm
Oh,
angry.
Do you have a religious background? Do you believe in?
Not really. So my dad's side was Christian, but like Protestant
So they were really relaxed, and then my mom's side is Jewish, so I grew up with both. Like, we celebrated Christmas and Hanukkah. Honestly, it was awesome.
You
Like,
got all the presents.
I got all the presents for the most part, but it was a lot of like little presents. We did like
I mean, still better
we
than
do
like-
half it. We do half and half. So it was like little things for Hanukkah, and then I'd get to open like my bigger presents on Christmas, whatever. But being raised both, like my parents weren't really that religious. They didn't care.
Who wins the holiday? Who wins the holiday wars?
You like shit?
Probably Christmas.
Christmas?
My mom's a Jew, and she like loves Christmas.
Oh, so
but it's
you're-
more about decorating. It's
You're
about
like
throwing
a
parties.
real Jew. Like you came from a Jewish mother.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like the real deal.
Yeah.
Like that's like
Passed
the
down on the
mecca.
mom's side. Yeah.
If your mother is
I qualify.
Jewish, you're Jewish. If your father is Jewish and your mother is
It
not,
like doesn't count.
it doesn't count. You're
Yeah.
just trash.
So
You gotta come from
Jews
the
are
holy
really, they're
mecca
really
of a
picky about
Jewish
that. I don't know
mother.
why.
You
Yeah.
learn something new every day on the old man.
You didn't know that? I'm surprised
Yeah.
you didn't know that.
Well, I just know the
You know-
intricacies of Jewish culture.
I mean, no, because you know a lot of things.
yeah.
Yeah, I assumed you do that.
Like, I just feel like, okay, so when I was a child,
Yeah.
I literally was fascinated by religion. I grew up, like, Christian, mostly Baptist, or whatever.
She went to Bible camp.
I went to Jesus camp until I started having sex and I made my boyfriend come pick me up because it was no longer fun. I did all the things. I didn't go to Girl Scouts. I went to Awanas, which is like a Christian version of Girl Scouts. Like, I did all the Christian things, right? And then I got older and I decided I wanted to see what everybody else's religion was about. Because, like, why was mine the right one?
This is Christian.
Right? No. But that...
You're God's wife.
So for me, as a child,
I'm answering your question.
Fuck that.
All right.
I don't know that nigga. Sorry, I'll take that back. Edit point, 32 seconds.
Nope.
Only Jesus is black.
So my thing is,
Right?
Yeah, like it has to be.
Yo, it's science, bro.
I know.
I just figured, like, I was an
Geography.
inquisitive child. I literally went to different churches. I, like, looked at different people's religions.
Yeah.
I wanted to know everything about everything.
Yeah.
And honestly, the most peace-loving religion there is like the Muslim faith.
Or
Like,
Baha'ism.
Or, like,
Yo,
people
we
don't
went to
realize
Baha'i-
that. It's a, what the fuck is a Baha'ism? I never heard this
Yo,
one.
they're ill. Like, I'm agnostic.
Are they into toes?
I was like, yo, I will go out.
Baha'ism, that's kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Fuck, I can't think of the name of it now.
What,
That's
Pegging.
amazing.
Baha'ism, it's like pegging.
Oh my god.
I
All right.
Oh,
All right. All right. All right.
Oh no, let's
All right. So
see, we
so,
done gone too far off. Can we focus?
yeah.
Are we
Okay.
back
So
on?
Baha'ism is actually a beautiful religion,
Back
right?
on it.
Me and Shanice, a few years ago, we were invited to a professor. Like, he's like a Baha'i priest or something.
Baha'i.
Was it? No. My professor. Her friend was the priest, right? And so they meet like every Saturday, right? They don't really have churches, and so they met at that person's house.
So it's like a cult.
And,
Nah,
Nah,
not even.
it wasn't. So it was a bunch of people like from different religions. So you had like evangelical Christian, right? Like I think they were like a Mormon. You had a Sikh, a Muslim. You had
That's dope.
me, whatever the hell I am. My wife, Seventh-day Adventist, and they all just met, shared stories about their religion and their personal experiences,
Oh, that's
whatever, and like that was it.
That's actually
Okay.
damn cool.
You prayed
Yeah.
with everybody in their own type of,
Way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was actually extremely beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
It was one of the most beautiful experiences.
See,
I've
like,
had.
that's one of my biggest problems with religion, right? Is like that, like, everybody thinks their shit is it.
So much better.
And that their
Right,
shit
but-
don't stink.
Right, but in this type of setting, it wasn't. It was like you.
Well,
were
that's what I'm
reversing
saying. Like, that actually
everybody's
sounds
religion.
something
Right.
that, like, is,
Like you respected
That
it.
actually
you
sounds
did
pretty
with
awesome.
them. Like everybody had their chance to express their own like freedom in their own religion, in prayer and worship. And it wasn't like, oh, you go over there and you do your thing. Like no, everybody participated in that particular one. And the next person went and did their own thing too. And it was like amazing. Like everybody was kind to each other. Like
So why do we?
we're supposed to be?
So why do we kill like? So
Because
is
we're
it-
humans and we suck.
Is that what happens? Like
Yep.
we just
No,
hate each other.
I
It's
think
like-
that everyone has the need to be right. Everyone,
Exactly.
no one wants to listen to the next person. When it's actually funny that most religions, if not all of them, all pretty much preach the same thing:
Acceptance
togetherness, happiness,
and- yeah.
acceptance. But like,
Do
the-
they though?
Most religions
Yeah,
are like
for the
very
most part,
like open and well, they're supposed to be.
Be a gay black dude and walk into a Southern Baptist.
Oh hell
church in
no!
the city.
You die like literally right then and there.
But it's
like,
funny, but that same Southern Baptist church is gonna follow the book that said, "Judge not, and ye shall not be judged."
P.S. By the way, my church I grew up in was called Southern Baptist. But go ahead.
You went to a Southern Baptist church?
I went to a Baptist
See, I
church.
knew you was racist.
Wow.
I went to a
Listen.
Baptist church.
What makes me racist?
I'm not editing a 30.
Southern Baptist.
Because I went to a Southern Baptist, but I have 2 best friends that are white and 1 that's black. But
No,
that
but-
makes me racist. Oh, can you edit that out? Because I sound like the white
Oh, wait.
people who have
Oh,
1
no,
black
no,
friend
no.
and
No,
swear.
no. She sounds like that person. Like
Tell me about your white friend.
I don't see
Coco
color.
House. Tell me.
Right.
I don't see color. I see people. I love you so much.
I have a gay friend too.
Yeah. Do you have gay friends?
Are you standing in the corner right now? She's standing in the corner.
Yes.
We need
She
visuals.
put-
She's
she put
standing
herself
in the corner.
Yeah, you stay
She
there.
put herself in timeout.
Go back to the corner.
You stay
Go back
there.
to the
You
corner.
stay there and think about what you just did. I'm disgusted in your behavior. Oh my god.
So
I apologize.
okay, so can we get to?
Did you just
So
apologize
moving on.
I apologize.
me.
I apologize
for me? To Becky
So-
for her.
Yeah.
Shaquita Becky,
Yeah.
Shaquita.
what's the dumbest thing someone said to you while you were at work?
Oh. That's a really good question, actually.
Or what's your favorite? What's like the worst? Or give me like some pickup lines that you've heard.
Oh my god. Like, just, oh, so when do you work? Or like, how often are you here? And you're like, all the time? Like, I work here.
Wait, when do you work?
When do you work?
Now.
Yeah, like literally, I'm here now. Or, oh, here, my favorite is, so what else do you do?
Are there?
So, implying that like bartending is not a real job. Like, all right, well, I already don't like you because you think that
Wait, it's a real job? So it's not you and Tom Cruise like juggling bottles in the
flipping
island?
tins and stuff.
That's
No.
not what's happening?
Not everything is like movie cocktail. Yeah,
Is-
I wish it was. It'd be way better.
Is the approach different? Like versus like at the bar versus away from the bar? Like do dudes? I guess what I'm saying, like the fact that you're supplying drinks,
Yeah.
you're offering a service,
Yes.
right? Do men solicit you differently, right? Do they see you as somebody like if you're a bartender?
Yeah.
I feel like guys, if you smile at a dude, sometimes
Yeah.
they'll take that as like an invitation.
Oh,
to
she
like,
wants a
alright,
D.
She
Right.
wants a D,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But you're a bartender. Like you have to be.
Men
coordinating.
always assume we want the D, but go
Oh,
But
ahead.
that's what I'm saying. But your job is
Right.
to make people feel good about themselves.
Right.
So you have a bunch of. You're in Boston,
Yeah.
a place known for having well-tempered, very respectful men,
Yeah.
right?
What?
No, is that
That
not
was,
what
that
it is?
was, that was complete sarcasm.
That was completely sarcasm.
Yeah.
Was it?
Right?
I hope it.
You're-
I hope
was.
so. I
You're
know.
providing them alcohol.
Yeah.
Right. You're not an ugly woman. Right.
Thank you.
So that seems to me like the perfect combination. That.
Are you telling? Never mind.
Wait.
What's up?
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Did I
Just
You
keep,
know what though? I feel like
Alright, yeah,
like
exactly.
the dudes in Boston, like they're polite up front, but like are kind of assholes.
Aggressive.
kind of.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I'm putting it. I love.
All right, so in the
everything.
Old Man Way
Entitled.
show, we don't do
Very-
subtlety, so you can.
Yo, yeah,
Yeah,
you can
no.
be blatant.
No, like most of my, our clientele, especially in like the area downtown that we have a lot of law firms, investment firms, and like these dudes are
Entitled as fuck.
literally the most entitled. And I can tell, even just like, they can be my own age and they're already looking down on me just because I'm behind a bar, I'm serving them drinks,
You're a woman.
and I'm a woman. Yeah, exactly.
And they be the first ones to be like trying to throw a number at you. Then when you say no, fuck you, you're a stupid bitch anyway.
Oh yeah, I had a guy once ask me. He's like, "Oh, do you know what a Manhattan is?
Do you know what?
A Manhattan is,
Which is like.
or an old fashioned." I was like,
How did you answer that?
yeah, I think I can figure that out for you. It's really, really hard not to be like straight up rude like, back to them, but like
The question is, how do you fix your face fast enough to be like,
oh,
oh, shoot,
it's so
it's not-
hard. It really is.
That's a
It's a skill you have to learn over like
Yeah.
there takes
Yeah.
a while.
I feel like it's
Hospitality is
right. You're just like,
I feel like it's a people skills are across
the fake
block,
smile
right?
is key.
Like
Yeah.
Superwoke's wife works in the medical field just as well as I do. Like, and we don't get tips, and we still get questions like that. Like, I legit had some dude who broke his leg who asked me when I was gonna give him his bed bath, and I said, "When your arms are fucking broken." Like, that men just assume like they come in the hospital and they're gonna get a free rub down and some lotion. I'm like, your arms are broken. I literally have had said that so many times. Like, I can't, like, for some reason, men come into the hospital and think that they are there to get a sponge bath, no matter what they're there for.
So you're saying no matter what the venue, we're trash?
Oh!
Yeah, men are trash.
Not like all men, but, like, I just feel like I compare working in a hospital as the same as working, like, service. Like, except for we don't get tips. Like, we just gotta take the abuse.
You guys really get, like, the shit
in my field, I get tips. I get the tip and the shaft. You know
like,
what I mean?
no, like,
so, like, my
I mean, in general, though, like, being a woman in
I'm not comparing my job to being a woman. I'm just comparing jobs in general. So the one thing that kills me is, like, you get a person who will come to me. Huh?
So, I'm so disappointed in you, old man.
What? I'm comparing jobs, not fucking sexes.
It's very problematic of you.
Oh, fuck off. So, but like, we get these, like, people in here. Like, one person came to me and was like, the elevator's not working. I said, okay, we know about the situation. We have technicians coming in at some point in time. And they go, well, it's still not working. So I looked them dead in the face and I went, do you want me to go fix it? And they went, what? I go, do you want me to go fix it? I was like, I can go out there and give it a shot. It's going to be worse, but I can fix it. I can try to fix it if you want. They go, no, that's not what I'm saying. I said, okay. So we have these the technicians coming in. Mm-hmm. Is that they like, and they kind of like looked down and walked away. And like other times, I just have to sit there and like smile and act like I give a shit about 90% of stuff they're saying.
Yeah,
and I
most
sit
people
there.
do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just. It's like how you ask me how I turn on like the voice. Like, how do you go into work mode?
What's the name of that movie? Sorry to Bother You.
Ooh.
When you put the white voice on.
Code switching.
It's just in general. Like, I'm sure, like being at the bar, like you must get people, and like you turn around to make their drink, and you look at your coworker and be like, "This motherfucker."
Oh,
so,
every time. So many times.
Shit.
All black people in a professional setting, right? And a lot of I do that shit away a long time ago. I don't code switch for nobody. Fuck that. Anyways, but a lot of people are in a situation where
I code switch.
Well,
I do too. I'm a 280-pound black dude. I have.
Well, you work in an office setting as a black woman. You have to switch yourself to feel more comfortable, or to make the people around you feel more comfortable.
It's not for her to feel comfortable. It's to make other people.
I think it's like a feedback. Whatever. It doesn't. That's besides the
point. You know what's funny about that is? Go ahead.
But in any situation, so even as like a woman, black, white, Spanish, Haitian. How's this line go?
I like them brown, yellow, Puerto Rican, and Haitian.
It doesn't matter, right? You find yourself. It seems to me like you'll find yourself in situations as a bartender late at night, right, where you have to like make yourself feel comfortable as well as make the other person not be a threat, right?
Oh, yeah.
No.
By changing your inflection, the way you talk, all that stuff. Am I onto that? Are you doing that on a regular basis, right?
Every day. There's and you can tell when someone, you can be yourself with like a certain, guest at the bar versus like, a customer service voice. Like there's, you notice even with like, I'll notice with my other coworkers, they have completely different personalities, like professionally than they do personally.
Yeah.
So it's you have your customer service voice, and then you have like your regular speaking voice.
And it's funny because like with a lot of times like women have to do that because they don't want to, like they'll come off bitchy if they don't talk to him if they talk to him a certain way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my favorite is I'm gonna come back and own this place. That happened. I remember this happened at McFadden's. I wasn't there for this, and someone had said that. He's like, I'm gonna come back here with my dad, and he's gonna own this place. The next day, the guy comes back with his dad and makes him apologize to everybody in the bar.
Oh, the dad did?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Should.
He was like, for being a dickhead. He was like, I love him fucking.
This guy was old enough to be at a bar, and his dad made him go someplace to apologize.
Yeah. Trust fund, baby. Trouble trust fund, baby.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, that goes right in line with like the whole "Don't you know who I am?" or "Don't you know who my father is?" Like,
no, I don't. Hear that?
Wait, people.
I've heard it.
Said that to you?
Yeah, I've heard it at least. I can think of like 2 or 3 different times.
How did you respond?
Like,
Wait,
I don't
here's
know.
a better question. Did you actually know who the father was?
Oh,
yeah, like,
sound alike.
I mean, we can go on Maury
Oh,
and
yeah.
figure it out, but
Right.
I have no idea who you
Literally, I think only maybe once it was like his father was someone in
Will Smith.
like the government.
Yeah, but who
If it was
gives a
with
shit?
if it was Will Smith.
My
I
favorite
might,
thing
take him
ever. Okay,
seriously.
so working at the place that I work, we get some really uppity people, and I worked with this nurse, and we had a certain member of
Damn it, Wade.
family, and she was older, and she actually said that line. Do you know who my family is? And he pressed the
Damn it, Wade.
call button. He said, I think this lady is confused. She doesn't know who her family is or where she's from. The woman was pissed. It was the best thing I ever heard in my life.
You
never.
Wait, no.
Yeah, hey, you keep y'all inside jokes.
I was like dying because she was literally like shocked. Like her mouth was like
A gate.
Well, you can't though.
It was the best. That's what you're gonna start doing. You're gonna start being like, no, are you lost?
Are you
Can I help you? Do you need me to look in your contacts?
Do you have a
I'm
go-to?
so sorry.
Because I think everybody in here has a go-to. I'll ask everybody this question. I'll go start with you. Do you have a go-to when someone says something like you have no response to, other than being rude? Do you have a go-to response? I have one. Whenever someone comes at me and just look and like they go up, I go, cool. That's all I say, and I just leave it at that. Do you have a go-to?
Mine is absolutely. Because it applies to anything they say. It really does.
Absolutely.
And it's polite, but like, I
Passive aggressive is fuck,
oh
but they
yeah,
can't
so
tell
passive
whether or not.
aggressive, exactly.
You got one, Toya?
My favorite line is there something else I can help you with? Like, I ignore everything they fucking said. I ain't got time for your shit. Is there anything else you need? Oh, okay.
That was a long one.
That's it.
Does it start with anything else I can help you with, and then the rest of it, or does it start with is there anything else I can help you
Is
with?
there anything else I can help you with?
And it's just
I'm
that.
not gonna give in to your stupidness. I'm not gonna entertain your idiotic ways. I'm just not.
So is there anything else I can help you with? I'm not dealing with any of your stupidness.
Yes. Yes. That's it's all of it. It's all of it.
So ridiculous.
When I hit the mute button, yes, all that other stuff is added, and I come back on and say
Yo,
so.
the mute button is a gift from the God.
It really
I
is.
wish I had that.
Like I love it. If someone will sit there and like we'll put on
It's
mute.
the best.
Oh, my favorite is, please hold. Put them on hold and just sit there and do like something else for like 2 minutes. Come back. Oh, they didn't answer. Oh, hold on, let me try again. Come back on hold. Do you ever go to? Do you ever
Is
go
that
to?
what happened?
I need to use that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They didn't answer. And then you put
Absolutely.
it back on hold again.
Yeah.
I've never used that.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I really have a go-to. Like, I just smile at people a lot. Okay, man, if you'd like to refuse, you can. And I just walk out. I don't give a shit. I don't have time for that either. I don't care. If somebody doesn't want something, like, see, I work in a hospital. If you don't want something, then why are you here?
I mean, they have the right to refuse, so.
That's the thing. So they'd be like, no, I don't want to. I'd be like, okay, I'll let you nurse home. Have a nice day. I just walk out. I don't care. That's the type of job I have, though.
Honest and by the book.
If you don't like it, you can speak to your doctor about that.
I can't use this. I can't say this anymore.
I don't put in the orders. Your doctor does, ma'am. If you'd like to speak to your doctor, I can page him for you.
Do you know one thing I can't say anymore? I can go get my supervisor if you'd like. I can't use that excuse anymore.
Because you are the supervisor.
Yeah, you can.
I can't. I'm the
Yes,
supervisor.
you can. You go like this.
No, but she's not. But
turnaround.
you're 100% right because I've always been dying for someone to go. I want to speak to your manager. And I've got to say this one time when I used to work at the Gap outlet. This woman was rationing on me, and the manager left while I was in charge. He was like, "I'm just gonna go run, go get some food. I'll be back in an hour. If it's an emergency, call me. Otherwise, you're in charge." I'm like, "Cool." This woman was like yelling at me, and I just let her talk, like yell at me and berate me for 2 minutes. And she was like, "I want to speak to your manager." I looked her dead in the face and I went, "I am in charge."
Oh.
And she just looked at me in like pure disgust and anger. And then I sat there and smiled in disappointment. She just threw all her stuff on the desk and walked away. And I said, "Have a nice day, man." "Fuck you." And I just went, and every customer in there laughed their asses off. And I was just like,
I am appalled.
yeah. And I was like, "Next in line, please."
A good option would be, well, let us pray.
What? I can't.
Give me some. Give me some.
That's my boss.
That is the Christian way.
You guys say the DMX voice? Let us pray.
I can't get that deep, but
But I come to you for hunger. What the fuck it is?
what was the question?
What's your go-to when you want to tell someone to shut the fuck up but you can't?
At work.
At work.
At work? Well, the last time I had a job like that where I had that opportunity, I just
You
quit.
quit.
That's That's amazing.
You did. You
I
quit.
actually posted on Facebook because I don't have one of those. I kind of just zone out,
He was like,
walk away.
yeah, I'm gonna quit. It's my last name. Seriously.
Yeah.
But thanks. I'm out. Shanice, I quit. Alright, cool. It was funny. It
We
was
play no
funny.
games out here, B.
What's the song? Fuck this shit, I'm out.
It's a long story. I was there as a service. They wanted me to stay. And it was one of those situations. Again, this is why I hate, like, people do some dumb shit in the office, right? Like, I'm, in charge of a specific department.
Yeah.
And I had this guy who they wanted me to kind of train in case I left. I wanted to go. They didn't want me to go. Whatever. But I really wanted to go. Like, I asked my wife. I was done. Like, I'm done. So I sent the guy an email, right? I'm pretty sure everybody had this situation, right? You don't get a week goes by, you don't get a response, right? And again, I was only going to work once a week, maybe, right? So I go there the next week, and I see him. He's like, "Oh, I just saw your email." Why is it that people just see your email when they just see you? That's gonna piss you. Like,
Yo,
That's the biggest lie ever, though.
yo,
That's when they saw your email a week ago and they forgot to respond,
I say that all the time.
or
I'm
they
like,
didn't want to,
yeah.
so they leave it and they're like, "Oh, I just saw it."
I put all the
Send a
stress. I put all the stress I've ever had from any awkward office situation ever in that I quit. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I quit. Right? That it was so beautiful. I was like, oh, he shot me with I just got the email joint and I can quit.
I tell people all the time, like, yo,
It's heavy.
I'm like, I can't do that now anymore either. I used to be like, yeah, I just haven't checked my emails.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you just checked my email, like, you saw me. Like, to your point, you saw me.
Yeah.
You looked at me. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
And how did you just see it when you're looking at me is the question. Like I'm walking into the room. You were nowhere near a computer, right? Right? I know that you probably just came from lunch because I see the Doritos on your fingers. And you just saw my email?
yo, I hate that shit.
My
Yo,
nigga,
yo, did you
You're
get
using
my...
a flip phone. You need to just see my email. No, I'm good.
Did you get my email? No, I saw you 10 minutes ago. Why don't you just tell me? Tell me what's on your mind, dog. What's really good?
You know what? Actually, no, I can't say anything because I feel that same way about people that refuse to answer your phone call if you don't text them first. But,
I don't answer phone
That's-
calls.
well,
I
you know what's
don't wanna
fine.
talk to you.
Don't
Yeah.
answer the phone call. Because that's a
I
lot
don't
of
want
phone
to
calls.
talk to you.
That's fine. That's
Just
beautiful.
text me.
You know, don't talk to me. That's great. But don't tell me the reason why I can't talk to you is because you didn't text me first. Who the fuck? Who?
You gotta check in first.
You are not President Trump.
Yo, you busy?
What do you? No, you're not that big. You
boy,
know.
Fuck boy 45.
Fuck boy 45. Nobody is that important where I gotta make an appointment
But like,
for a phone call.
so
you
you'd rather
make a
me
point-
just like straight up like
You call
bad
to
by
make,
you, just like hit the button?
you call to make appointments. You don't text to make.
You
so
gotta text my secretary.
What if I want to call you to make an appointment? Do I gotta make an
No,
appointment?
you gotta text my secretary.
Mrs. Superwalk, you had your hand up?
I just was curious to see if I can do it. You know?
Do what?
Can I have you text me first and then you call me afterwards?
No, man.
No, sorry.
So,
No, stop.
Shaniqua Betty.
Yes.
Betty. What the fuck?
Betty, where did you get Betty from?
I love how it changes all the
Shaniqua
time.
Betty.
But I do
Shaniqua
like
Betty.
that one better.
Shaniqua Betty.
Shaniqua Betty.
Yeah.
It just
Shaniqua
rolls
Betty.
off the tongue. very
It
well.
does.
Betty.
Yeah.
Trademark Old Midway. Is there anything you'd like to tell people who are listening? And besides tipping your bartender,
Yes. Always.
should you?
20%
No.
plus.
No.
Yes.
Do you tip a shitty bartender?
You know what?
That's
Oh,
a good
that's
question.
a great question.
Because if you ain't shit,
Right.
I'ma only tip you 10%. You ain't getting nothing
See,
more than 10%.
But you know what? I think that's fair. Like, if you're a shitty bartender and you're still giving them 10%, like, you're giving them, like, enough for, because we make all of our money off of tips.
Right.
So that's fair. Like, don't be a shitty bartender.
So if you're a shitty bartender and I refuse to give you any of my dollars, am I the asshole?
No, because if someone's outright rude to you, like, if I went out somewhere and I always over tip because it's just something that you do when you also bartend, you end up spending more money on the tip than you do on the actual drinks. But, like, if I go out somewhere and there's, like, a bartender who's clearly rude, doesn't give a shit, like, I probably won't, like, maybe I'll leave them a couple dollars, but if I don't talk to them directly, like, I probably just won't tip them.
How do you define a shitty bar?
Oh, God.
You've
I
never
don't
met
know.
a sheep, like bartender or waitress?
But they have to be like really, really
You
bad.
have to be like,
They have to be terrible.
Like, I've tipped a bad waitress or waiter because, like, the stereotype's already, like, there, right? Like, when you're of color and you go out to a restaurant. My cousin, I'm mixed. My cousin is white.
Yeah.
And literally, we have this conversation all the time. If you go out to a restaurant, people automatically assume you're not going to tip anyway, right?
I expect that.
So, like, I've been treated,
that's my
like,
default.
we have been out and been treated before we even said. And me and my husband, we tip 25% automatically. Like, it's just the way we
You're
are.
stunting on me. I said 20.
Like, if I have a good waitress or something, no, but we've done like 25%, 20%. Like, we've split it in half.
but
We
they're
did
like
a lot.
usually,
More,
like,
usually
it's-
2% you just get.
But, like,
because I know like the standard is usually the standard is 18. Last time I checked,
Yeah.
the standard between 15 and 18. 20% if they're amazing. But like when we go out and we're drinking, if we spend $100, we give them 25.
Yeah, because,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, so.
if we had a good bartender,
great,
we did
right.
whatever. But, like,
But I'm also
I have
tipping
definitely
someone
been-
else. Like we've done this before. We'll go out and have a shitty waiter, waitress, or bartender, and I'll give my money to someone else. Like
But,
flat
yeah,
out. I'll
well,
tell
he's
them
done that
Really?
before.
But
He gave it to the busboy one time.
everybody
He was
here
like,
work. Everybody's
yeah,
here work
hey, yeah,
customer.
I'm all set.
Everybody's here work customer service at one point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Still doing it, right? Like, how do you know? I tip 20%, like regardless of the. You have to be like
really bad.
really bad for me. to
Really
tip.
bad.
I've had some
Like,
really bad
like-
service.
Nah, I don't think you understand how bad you
For
gotta
no
be.
reason.
Like you gotta be freaking like straight up.
Garbage, like trash. You gotta trash.
Like you gotta come in with your KKK uniform.
Yeah, you
Stop
gotta,
it.
you
I'm
gotta
just
be
saying in general. Like, some people just suck.
That's what I'm saying. No, but for me, somebody
Needs
Could
to be
be-
something overly.
somebody being an asshole can just be somebody having a bad day.
True.
Right.
No,
And
that's
then you-
true, and I've
and that's
taken
what I'm
that
saying.
into
Like,
consideration.
No,
before.
and then but thing is, me like
actually,
I don't.
think you're about to say the same thing I
Well,
am.
hold on. I sit around and I sit around right and I look at people,
Huh?
especially at restaurants. And again, that's why I ask you, like, you don't have to like look at people.
Right.
And this is no disrespect to like waiters and stuff like that, because y'all work hard, you make good money, especially in a city like Boston. But when you look at people just
Most of the
eating, and just I don't know, they're just watching people just sit around eating with their mouths open
Yeah.
and just the
Well,
food
that's
just going all
well,
over the
well,
place.
there's
Like
a-
you got to deal
I
with
get
that.
that.
Plus the shit, you probably got to deal with your baby daddy friggin' putting your card on his Xbox account.
So
I'm
you
gonna
have
pause. You know what? You chose that job.
Yes.
So I don't give a fuck if you have to look at that.
That's
So that's
exactly-
like a GYN doctor who has to look at multiple pussies and lips and bleeding shit and leaking shit. You chose.
Yeah, but
that
the GYN
profession.
doctors make
You
$200K a year,
chose
though.
to make that
Are you
money.
kidding me? Bartenders-
You chose it.
I've seen bartenders who make $100,000.
I was gonna
a
say, my
year.
cousin
If
makes
they're
more
really
than
good,
I
they work
do,
in a
and I
good
work in the
spot,
fucking
yeah.
medical field. She works at a high-end restaurant. She'd be like ranking it in. She's like, oh, I made $500 last night.
Plus,
In a 4 hours, she'll be like, I had to work a double. You know what her double is?
Is that every
8
night?
fucking hours.
Are you
You know what my
serious?
double is? Not 8
Sorry,
hours.
where did
Yeah.
you work?
She works at a high-end restaurant. in the
My
South
doubles
Shore.
are like 14, like
Yeah, no, she
16
works at a high-end
hours.
But is that every night? One, two.
A lot of the times, because
I mean, okay, maybe they, some.
That's
some
why she's like, I smile and take
I
it.
know a lot of motherfucking bartenders, and none of
She
them I
smiles
know
and
make
takes it,
6
though.
figures. I don't. A lot of people make it. I don't know. A lot of people make
check
6
this
figures.
out. You're in the health field, right?
Yeah.
Just an example because I'm there, right? And I'm having a fucked up day.
Yeah.
And I administer some type of medication.
Yeah.
Can I fuck you up?
Yeah.
I could be like, I was having a bad day.
Yeah, but that's medication.
No, but that's anything. That's
Oh,
your
my bad.
profession.
You gave me
That's your
slightly less
profession.
vodka in my fucking eyeball. My
Doesn't
bad.
matter.
Is
It's
that what you
about
put in my eyeball?
attitude. But I'm just saying, it's about.
But like, it's
attitude.
about, yeah, if you
It's
have to go to work, you have to go
it's
to
your,
work. You
right.
suck
I'm
it
about
up.
to
It's your
drink
profession. It's your profession.
You suck it up.
So
Right.
as soon as once you enter into your profession, regardless of what it is, you could be
You
a
better
bus
smile
boy,
at
you
me.
could be the president. It is what it is. Well, not this one, but still, right? You have to be professional in whatever career that you have chosen. If you don't like it, you leave. Or if you're having a bad day, call out. There's no reason for you to bring whatever R you have into somebody else to
That's
fuck
my
up somebody
good
else.
day.
I don't know, man. I think
That's
customers
us-
just got too much.
Agreed.
I think y'all got too much. Y'all
I
Listen,
don't.
customer
I don't.
privilege,
I
yo.
don't.
That's
Listen,
not
you
privilege.
get paid
That's not
to
privilege.
leave
That's
your
just-
bullshit.
Hold on. There's too many people talking.
You
at
get
once.
paid to leave your bullshit at home, so leave it at the fuck home.
Yeah.
If you cannot come out of yourself to be nice to someone else
Don't
because
work.
they didn't fuck up your shit,
Exactly.
then stay your ass the fuck at home. You're
Exactly.
sick.
Well, you don't get paid to leave your bullshit at home. You get paid to, you know.
There you go.
No,
You get
Yeah,
paid to do a
absolutely.
service, which in turn is leaving your bullshit at home. You're not supposed to bring in your problems with your husband, your kids, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your gay dog, or any of that.
Your gay dog.
See, this is why I can't work for people.
But like, you know, but it's funny. But it's like you wouldn't have the rating you did if you were just taking all your shit on other people, though.
But I don't. All right, so here's the situation.
You're in the service industry.
I just said that. That's what I was just
If,
saying.
if you're being a dick, do you expect somebody to give you a tip?
Oh, but see, the difference between my service industry and others is that I don't have to deal with the customers. If I don't have to. Like, I can say fuck you. I can literally say fuck you.
Get up.
And go on with my day.
Yeah, but that can also be detrimental to you towards the end.
It's not.
It could be.
Because the way you handle things, but in other, if it was somebody else, or if you consistently did that, that can definitely be detrimental to your money. You're not stupid. You're not going to mess with your money. If somebody is being extremely disrespectful, you know how to handle it. And that has only happened very few,
But here's another.
times.
But and I feel you. I feel everything what y'all saying, right? But I think there's a difference between you, right, making your own money, right, and 100% of that money, or like the majority of that money going to that business is going to you, versus you working for somebody else. You got to deal with management. You got to deal with coworkers. You got to deal with best practices or whatever the fuck management tells you got to do, right? And then you got to deal with belligerent. Like, I can choose not to work with drunk people, right?
True.
I can choose
You can decline. Yeah.
not to work with hangry people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to deal with me when I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
But I think the difference is like you have the option of doing that. So if I decide, like tonight I go to work, if for some reason I was tired and cranky, had a bad day, I have to find a way to deal with that anyway.
Exactly.
Because on top of me being in charge, so I have two other people I have to deal with. And then I have to deal with contractors. Then I have to deal with a building full of tenants.
Yeah.
But I've been doing customer service shit since I was 16 years old, so I'm used to it. I can count on one hand how many times I've actually spazzed out on a customer. But it's also the thing about it is, but like, I get paid. Let me finish. I get paid to do certain things. So when I see something and I can also see the shit coming. So when I look at someone, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be one of those things. Let me prep myself for it.
Right.
So just like when you said many times when you walk into someone's room, you're like, oh, I see where this is going. And I'm pretty sure when you go into when you see someone with a polo on, pop collar, boat shoes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it is like, and
That's a stereotype. He could be a really nice man.
I didn't say
First
you.
of all,
Oh, there's a lot of those in South
So
Shore.
you can totally read your guess, and like to the point that Elsie was making. Sorry,
Elsie.
to that point is that my worst days are not my own personal shit getting in the way. It's when I have something shitty happen with a customer,
Exactly.
and that affects your mood. Like, I've had
Exactly.
people make me cry before over things that were not my fault or were minor, and then they just blew up, and people get really pissed off about it. Like, they're trying to make a quick work lunch, and I can't fit their lunch into 45 minutes, and all of a sudden it turns into this whole thing.
You?
And they they as a grown woman have made me cry before, and then you're supposed to go to your other table and be totally normal, and it's hard. It's hard to turn that face around and
Absolutely.
when you're having a real shitty day, and that's the only time when
Well,
it's
that's bull. So
I was gonna say,
you can go to a
You're
restaurant.
allowed to have a bad day. I'm not saying that. I've met also
Yeah.
waiters and waitresses, bartenders, whatever. You can
Yeah.
tell that somebody else is being a dipshit.
Right.
I've actually been your other customer is a piece of shit because I can. I'll announce it. I'll be like, that guy over there is a dick.
Well,
I'm
that's
sorry you're having a bad day.
Right, and those are the greatest moments when everyone rallies around you. And
I've done that before. I've been
Yeah.
I've literally been I'm really sorry those people are being assholes to you right now.
Yeah.
I apologize for their shitty behavior.
Yeah.
I've literally tipped someone more
Because you
of
feel
the
bad
shit
because you
they
know
do.
they're putting up with shit. My thing is if I come in as a paying customer, you should give me the benefit of the doubt, right?
No,
You should
fuck,
not
no,
look at
no.
me.
Fuck your paying
No, no.
customer.
Fuck you.
What? No,
You should
hell
give me
no.
the benefit of the doubt. You get to choose whether or not
I
you think
can't
I'm
wait
gonna
to
tip
open
you.
up a restaurant.
But the thing is, no.
You get to choose how you're gonna.
Yep.
Why should I have to tip you then? Fuck that.
The name of my restaurant is gonna be like, "Fuck you, customer. Eat this food."
Yo, Greg has the best comment ever.
I'll go there.
He goes, whoever created the phrase "the customer is always right"
Should be shot.
ran a shitty.
No, 'cause it's
ran a-
bullshit. I agree.
That's not what I was gonna say. It was like he said the person who ever created the phrase "the customer is always right" ran a shitty business.
Facts.
Because that's 100% true.
Yeah.
Like you know what I
Right,
mean?
because
Like
the only reason why I'm going to you is because your food is that good that I should be able to take your disrespect because your food is that
The
good.
best food comes from shitty customer service.
You did say
That's
that.
a fact.
I kind of agree with
Honestly,
that. Though. I really do.
Which is fine, but I don't want it.
That's
because
true.
I'm not only going there for the food, I'm going
So you
there
want
for
no
the
good
experience.
Jamaican food?
That's fine. You're absolutely right, and you know how I feel about
Yeah, I
that.
do.
You are absolutely right. I will not. I will
When
not.
they be mad
enter.
very cheap for
Matter
no
of fact,
reason, you be
I will
like-
go home and make my own food, and sometimes it'll be 10 times better
Like,
than
if
that.
you didn't
So
wait
I'm
30
okay
minutes for
with that.
prepared food, it's not gonna be good at Jamaican.
No,
restaurant.
I don't. It's not the weight. It's the attitude. Like I said before, when I'm going to
I love
eat somebody
attitude.
else's food, I need. Of course you do. I need the whole atmosphere.
You also
and
like
if
hood
you're
rats,
going
so-
to be, that's
Yo,
the
who
point.
you
So-
started this?
No,
What
no,
the-
started-
you
started
started.
it.
No, you started this during the
High five.
the In Them Arms episode.
How did I start that?
Really? You want me to go back to
Michelle
the tape?
Obama was on my list.
You really want me to go back to the tape on that? Go back and listen to
Go back
those two.
and take
Go
it
back
on.
and listen to those two gentlemen.
Because I
talk
like
about
Cardi B.
it. Not Cardi B. Dog, you said your favorite accent is Bronx Bodega.
Thank
No,
you.
So that
Yeah.
yo,
Mhm.
that's from classic cinema,
Oh.
such as
Do
A
the Right
Bronx
Thing.
Tale, Do the Right Thing, and
And then he proved
White
that
Man
the strip
Can't
club.
Jump.
So my point is that
I mean, you're cool with Toya.
Who's cool? I ain't cool with Toya.
she doesn't give you attitude. It's
Toya's the
difference.
ops, yo.
And Toya has on when you wear shoes, right? Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, who's Toya?
I mean, LC is the ops, yo.
I'm sorry, who's LC? I'm sorry, go ahead.
I mean,
That was his fault. That was
Alienized,
his
yes,
fault.
go
That was his
ahead.
fault. So if you're wearing heels
Mhm.
to an event,
Mm-hmm.
right? We're just gonna say if you're not saying what you're gonna be, but if you're a stripper,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna wear heels, right?
Yes.
All right. So when you go to your customer, are you gonna say, "Oh man, my feet hurt"? You're wearing shoes
Absolutely
all day?
not.
Well, it also depends because a lot of times, like that's how, but that's how they can get into. They use it as an opening. They're
What the
free
fuck? Why is
throw.
that an opening? That just means you're hard about your job. You're supposed
You're
to
just
be
lazy. You're just lazy. I don't want to hear about your feet.
Thank you.
I want to put my dollars in a G-string.
Thank you.
Shut up.
I don't understand.
So the job that I have,
Take your pigeon toes.
I don't have the luxury of bringing an attitude from another situation into the
Definitely
next.
not.
Because I view it as it's not your problem,
right.
right? And regardless if it happened 2 minutes before you, if I need to take 3 minutes to take a breath, drink some water, and calm
Exactly.
myself down, that's what I do.
Yep.
I try very hard to not bring anything from the past, whether it's a past relationship, whether it's a past interaction, whether it's a past customer, to the next person, because that's
Right.
not fair.
Exactly.
That has nothing to do with them. So if I know I have an attitude, like say somebody from the front desk calls and say, hey, this person needs an appointment. If I know that my mood is not right, I will say give them my number and tell them to call me. Or let them know I'll call them tomorrow. If it's someone who's if it's somebody who's in my face, it's like, okay, tell them I'll be out in 2 minutes. I need that time to get my shit together.
Right.
Because I'm not going to harp on them what someone else did to me.
Exactly.
That is not their problem.
It's unfair.
What's even worse as a
So why you coming at me,
waitress?
though?
What's even worse as a waitress or a waiter is someone who treats you like shit, and then when they know tip time is coming, all of a sudden they fucking sweet as pie.
Oh,
Go
that's
kiss
terrible.
my ass.
Yeah, like
Don't try to change up at the end.
like I've had like, and you know what's funny? I determine a good or a bad waiter. Like if their attitude is,
With the
is one
hat,
thing,
okay.
huh?
The hat not
The hat's
aggressive.
Oh,
While she looks
so
at
like-
me.
so
don't,
like-
don't be turning your hat on
Hat
aggressively
lives
and look at me
matter,
at the same time.
Hat
You know?
lives matter. So like I have this thing where it's like if you're having like I can kind of look at someone and, like I've had a bad day, and I've also like been in a situation where I've like yelled at somebody as a customer, and then I pause, I take myself back, and I go, look, I apologize for that. It doesn't make up for what I did, but you know what I mean. And I say, can I speak to a manager because they get paid to get yelled at. You know what I mean? And at that
really
point, there's nothing I can do. And if I'm a dickhead to someone in the service industry, I tip them even more. I'm like, damn, that was a dickhead move moving me.
Yeah, but you took atonement, and a lot of people do that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's true. And,
Yeah,
and
that's true.
honestly, if I have a moment where I realize that I came off wrong, I will try to restart the conversation. Like, I'm not going to allow this to continue because clearly it's going down the wrong path. So I'll say something like, I apologize if this started off wrong, or I apologize, this seems like it's going down the wrong path. Let's just start over. You know, and I will talk to them like they're a human being because honestly, at the end of the day, they are a human being. And people appreciate that. But sometimes you can't always correct it, but I feel like 90% of the time I really try to bring myself out of it. And if I can't, I will apologize and be like, you know what? Let's start over. Because clearly there's some misunderstanding and I want to get this right because I want to be able to help you. So let's start over. And I figure it out. But at the end of the day, I am an asshole. But from 9 to 5, I'm really nice. From 9 to 5, I'm really nice. But after 5, don't fucking come for me. I will cut you.
Oh, shit.
See?
All right, so
this has been the Old Man Wade Show. So I don't even know if I can go anywhere after that.
There you go. Yeah, I think that's
and
perfect.
if Toya is ever your server,
I'm sorry. What's my name?
What are we going?
You're gonna have to cut all them Toyas because you know what?
I introduced you as Toya Big Lips with the Alien Eyes.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Wait, you said your name.
That was the last podcast.
Well, to be honest, my last name is Jackson, so I guess.
Really?
Wait a minute.
This has been the Old Man Wade Show.
Yeah, your brother's in trouble.
Can I get a damn away from anybody? Can I get a damn it, Wade?
A what?
Damn it, Wade.
Damn it, Wade.
Damn it, Wade.